Chapter 1 of The Report on Unidentified Flying Objects. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Roger Melin. The Report on Unidentified Flying Objects by Edward Ruppelt. Chapter 1. Project BlueBook and the UFO Story. In the summer of 1952, a United States Air Force F-86 jet interceptor shot at a flying saucer. This fact, like so many others that make up the full flying saucer story, has never before been told. I know the full story about flying saucers, and I know that it has never before been told because I organized and was chief of the Air Force's Project BlueBook, the special project set up to investigate and analyze unidentified flying objects, or UFO reports. UFO is the official term that I created to replace the words flying saucers. There is a fighter base in the United States which I used to visit frequently because during 1951, 1952, and 1953, it got more than its share of good UFO reports. The commanding officer of the fighter group, a full colonel and command pilot, believed that UFOs were real. The colonel believed in UFOs because he had a lot of faith in his pilots, and they had chased UFOs in their F-86s. He had seen UFOs on the scopes of his radar sets, and he knew radar. The colonel's intelligence officer, a captain, didn't exactly believe that UFOs were real, but he did think that they warranted careful investigation. The logic the intelligence officer used in investigating UFO reports, and in getting answers to many of them, made me wish many times that he worked for me on Project BlueBook. One day the intelligence officer called me at my base in Dayton, Ohio. He wanted to know if I was planning to make a trip his way soon. When I told him I expected to be in his area in about a week, he asked me to be sure to look him up. There was no special hurry, he added, but he had something very interesting to show me. When we got wind of a good story, Project BlueBook liked to start working on it at once, so I asked the intelligence officer to tell me what he had. But nothing doing. He didn't want to discuss it over the phone. He even vetoed the idea of putting it into a secret wire. Such extreme caution really stopped me, because anything can be coded and put in a wire. When I left Dayton about a week later, I decided to go straight to the fighter base, planning to arrive there in the mid-morning. But while I was changing airlines, my reservations got fouled up, and I was faced with waiting until evening to get to the base. I called the intelligence officer and told him about the mix-up. He told me to hang on right there and he would fly over and pick me up in a T-33 jet. As soon as we were in the air on the return trip, I called the intelligence officer